New York City loses over 130 residents every single day in middle-class exodus. Tyler Durden reports on Zero Hedge. New York City's dwindling middle class has been leaving the city in droves as the city loses over 130 residents each day, according to the latest U.S. Census data. Comprising 48% of city residents, those with annual incomes between $30,000 and $60,000 are feeling the squeeze from higher living costs, wage stagnation, and high taxes that whittle away at disposable income. New York's exodus is topped by Chicago, according to the data analyzed by Bloomberg. For comparison, around 61% of New Yorkers were considered middle class in the 1970s. 61%. Quote, "The middle class is getting squeezed," says economist Peter Earle of the American Institute for Economic Research. He says the rich in New York City are getting richer, the poor are actually getting richer, but not rich enough to be middle class. So there's a growing exodus. 3 years ago, Chicago was the only metro area losing more than 100 per day in net migration. Now there are 3, and at a precipitous rate of exodus. According to Earle, it is not unreasonable to assume middle-class incomes have fallen at a more rapid pace in New York City due to the city's disproportionately high living costs. Of the estimated 175,000 net new private sector jobs that have been created in New York City since 2017, fewer than 20% are paying middle-class salaries. Earle notes, the arrival of highly paid Amazon jobs in Long Island City will hardly make a dent in that situation. And if anything, the estimated $3 billion of subsidies could saddle taxpayers with huge long-term debt, they said. And as the Post notes, one need look no further for evidence of the shrinking middle class and boarded-up retail stores, which reflect rising rents and slackening customer demand. National chain store locations have plunged in the city by 0.3% to 7,849 this year, according to the Center for an Urban Future, and a record 18 chains, including Aerosols and 9 West, vacated all their city sites in 2018. One sector doing a booming business is food pantries. Despite a city unemployment rate of 4%, New York food pantries report elevated levels of demand, especially during the holiday season, according to New York Post. Contrary to the stock market-linked troubles facing most Manhattanites, over 1 million New Yorkers have reported worrying that they don't have enough food to feed their families. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.